of fact, pain will come knocking to your doorstep, man. It will freaking come knocking to your doorstep. And until you're in a position of handling that pain, until you're in a position of being like, what is this pain trying to teach me? Then you cannot do anything about it. As a short story about my mom. My mom was actually divorced by her husband back in the days. I was so freaking young. I don't know if I was even 3 months old. And this dude was like, yo, your son is not mine, and I don't know what. He was just giving excuses to just go out there with a mistress and all this. 1 second. So he actually managed to do that, to give all those excuses. He went out there and just divorced my mother, and she had nowhere to go. Guess what? The pain was so freaking big, man. So freaking big. She couldn't handle things like raising me up, me and my sister and all this. It was so freaking hard. That is what it is, simply because she was a woman in the meantime, and she was like, I can't handle this thing. And she just decided to use this pain to be in a position of proving herself or that man wrong by actually raising us up, giving us the best education ever, and just outperforming every other man in a relationship. She could have decided to raise us with a foster dad and all this, but she was like, no, not my kids. I kiddo this pain and just direct it to something that is positive. And guess what? She managed to do that all by herself, by the help of God. She managed to do everything. And I can stand to say that I'm the first one to go to campus. Off of a single mom. That is what it is. She used the pain, man. Rather than using that pain to destroy herself or make some stupid decisions which would have led to my life and my sister's life miserable, she decided to just use that pain to become the best and to become the man of the family and actually supply for us and actually protect us and actually do everything that we needed. And she actually did it. She kiddoed the pain. Guess what? You can do the same, man. You can freaking do the same. Pain will come. It will so freaking come. It will come freaking knocking your doors in, man. It will come knocking your doors in. And if you're not in a position of handling it, it will either run a train over your freaking head, or you will turn it around to become a source of pure energy, which you will use to do what you are supposed to do. Most people do it the opposite. Example for men. Men, in the meantime, they are so freaking angry that they cannot afford anything. They are so freaking poor. They cannot do things and all this stuff. You find a man in a position like, okay, I cannot do all of this. So he becomes some kind of so stressed and with a lot of anxiety that he goes out there and just drinks all the money that he has, making the situation even worse, going to nightclubs, doing all these grabbers, like doing everything to just distract himself from the situation that he's facing. And this way, he's actually making the situation even much more fucked up. That is so foolish, man. Rather than sitting down with that freaking pain and just being like, how the fuck can I fix this shit? How can I fix this shit, man? How can I fix it? Instead of sitting down and just being like, damn, I have this pain, let's do this shit. Instead of sitting down and directing that pain towards pure energy, these dudes are doing the vice versa. They just, and even women, they're just taking that pain, directing it to something that is destroying their life in the long run. Example, what if You go humanizing all of the stress that you have, thinking that you are going to lessen it. Then you go out there, you humanize, you engage sex with sex workers and all this stuff, and then you end up getting STDs, HIV, and all this stuff. Guess what you have done? You have destroyed your next 30 years of doing that, simply because of something that you could have solved in the next 5 years. Your financial problem, you would have solved that in the next 5 years if you sat the fuck down and just be in a position of scribbling down the solution that you must do. You just fucked up your next 30 years like that. They are gone, man. People, you have to understand, life is good with its pain, with its everything that is happening. You have to understand that is okay. That is okay, man. You just have to be in a position of accepting that and just be okay with it and just let life run the way it should be. Accept it, because it will never get any easy. You have to accept it, and then you have to sit down and actually scribble the solution to it. Use that pain as fuel to push you ahead. Use that pain as something that will push you towards solving those things that are paining you, solving those traumas, Use that as fuel, not something to destroy you, because it will be so freaking foolish of you to do that. So foolish. Be the best version of yourself. See you in the freaking next video. Be the best. Adios.